wonder murmur where whispers weave the heart.
Hello, little hearts. A new whisper begins. In a village nestled between rolling green hills, there lived a family of 3. There was a sly and lazy mother who saw the world as a place to be tricked for her own gain. Her heart belonged to her younger daughter, a spoiled and pouty girl named Emma. The eldest, a kind and gentle soul named Emily, was a quiet shadow in her own home. She was the one who woke before the sun to fetch water, whose hands kneaded the dough for bread, and whose small fingers mended every tear and rip. The mother and Emma treated her less like a daughter and more like a servant. Their words often sharp as thorns. "Emily," her mother would snap, "the flour isn't sifted properly. Start over." "My dress is torn," Emma would whine. "Hurry up and fix it. You're so slow." Despite the constant scolding, Emily did her work with a quiet grace, finding a peaceful rhythm in the tasks. She knew that doing things with care, even small things, made the world a little brighter. One afternoon, the mother gave Emily a new task. "Take this embroidery thread and hoop. Go sit by the well and finish this cross-stitch by sunset. We need to sell it at the market tomorrow." Emily took the supplies and walked to the old stone well outside. A warm breeze rustled her hair as she sat on the mossy edge. The air smelled of damp earth and wildflowers. As she began to stitch, a cheeky rooster landed on her head, its claws tickling her scalp. It let out a loud, proud cock-a-doodle-doo. Startled, Emily tried to shoo it away, but in her clumsy scramble, the beautiful embroidered hoop slipped from her grasp. It fell, tumbling over the edge, and splashed into the dark water below. A gasp escaped her lips. The sound felt loud and hollow in the sudden silence. "My mother will be so angry," she thought, her heart pounding. Desperate, she reached for the bucket, hoping to retrieve the hoop. But the old rope was slick with moss. Her fingers lost their grip, and she plunged into the cold, dark depths. Instead of hitting the bottom, Emily found herself floating gently in warm, luminous air. She opened her eyes to a world of brilliant, impossible colors. The ground was a soft, verdant green, and trees shimmered with silver leaves. The sky was not blue, but a swirling tapestry of pinks and purples. She walked a path of smooth stones, her bare feet touching cool moss. Soon, she came across a small, trembling rabbit, its nose twitching frantically. It was trying to pull a giant carrot from the ground, but its little paws couldn't get a grip. "Oh dear," Emily said softly. "You need some help." With a firm but gentle pull, she freed the carrot. The rabbit looked up at her, its eyes filled with grateful wonder. "Thank you, kind traveler," it squeaked before hopping away. Further down the path, she found a magnificent rose bush. All the roses were vibrant except for one, which drooped, its petals curled and dry. "Water," the rose whispered, its voice as fragile as a dying sigh. "I am so thirsty." Emily hurried to a small fountain nearby, cupped her hands, and carefully carried the water back. She trickled it onto the roots of the wilting rose. A shiver ran through the stem, and the petals unfolded, bursting with a rich velvety crimson. A sweet, powerful fragrance filled the air. "Thank you, dear one," the rose said, its voice now strong and sweet. "Your kindness has saved me." Eventually, Emily came to a small, charming cottage. A strange old woman, with a face wrinkled like a dried apple, stood by the door. Her eyes, however, were as kind and warm as a summer night. "Don't be afraid, child," the woman said, a smile cracking her face. "My name is Holly. Many fear me because I am different, but I am not cruel. If you stay and help me, I will care for you." Emily, who had known cruelty, was not afraid of Holly's kind eyes. "I will," she said. "I am lost, but I will help you with all my heart." Holly's only task was simple. "Every morning, you must shake my bed until the feathers fly and cover the room." Emily did this faithfully, and with each shake, she sang a little song. She also cleaned the house, cooked delicious meals, and tended to Holly's garden. Holly, in turn, fed her delicious food and gave her a warm bed. Weeks turned into months. Emily was happy and well fed, but a deep longing began to stir in her heart. She missed her home, even with all its hardships. One evening, she confessed to Holly, "I'm so happy here, but I miss my family. I must go home." A look of sadness passed over Holly's face, but she nodded. "I understand. Your heart is full of love, even for those who did not show it to you. It is a rare and beautiful thing. I know the way home for you. You have done your work with love and diligence, and I will reward you." Holly led Emily to a huge shining door made of pure gold. "Go on," she said, her voice filled with warmth. "Pass through." As Emily stepped through the door, a cascade of golden light and shimmering dust rained down upon her. Her old, worn clothes transformed into a beautiful dress spun from silk, and strands of gold wove themselves into her hair. At her feet lay the cross-stitch she had dropped, perfect and finished, the thread now made of glistening gold. "This is a gift," Holly said, "a little something to remind you that kindness and hard work are more valuable than gold itself." With a final wave, Holly told her to close her eyes and count to 3. When Emily opened them, she was standing in front of her own house. A rooster crowed loudly, his call a new song. "Emily is back! The golden girl is home!" The mother and Emma, hearing the commotion, rushed outside. Their eyes widened with shock and jealousy. "What happened?" Emma shrieked. "Where did you get all this gold?" Emily, her voice calm and happy, told them about her adventure, her helping the animals, and her time with Holly. The mother, seeing the gold and hearing of a magical reward, felt a greedy spark ignite in her heart. "Emma!" she cried, her voice suddenly sweet and coaxing. "Go to the well now? You must do exactly what Emily did." Emma, her eyes fixed on the gold, was happy to obey. She grabbed her own embroidery hoop, threw it into the well with a splash, and jumped in after it, expecting a rain of riches. She landed in the magical garden. But unlike Emily, she found a wilting rose and walked past it, annoyed. "I don't have time for this," she grumbled. "Where's the gold?" She saw the rabbit with its stuck carrot and sneered, "I'm not helping you. Find someone else." She finally found Holly's cottage. "I'm here," she announced with a haughty air. "Your reward girl has arrived." Holly looked at her with a gentle but knowing gaze. "You know the task," she said simply. "Make my bed and you can stay." The first morning, Emma managed to shake the bed. The second day, she made a half-hearted attempt. By the third day, she didn't bother at all. The house grew dusty and dirty, and Emma spent her time complaining. Finally, Holly came to her, her face stern. "It is time for you to go," she said. Emma's eyes lit up. This was it. She was finally going to get her gold. Holly led her to the same golden door. "You are going home now," Holly said. As Emma passed through the door, instead of a shower of gold, a thick, sticky rain of mud and black dirt poured down upon her, clinging to her hair and clothes. "Ah, what is this?" Emma shrieked, covered in grime. "This is your reward," Holly said, her voice quiet but firm. "You did not do your work with love. You did not help those in need. This is what laziness leaves behind." Emma, tearful and filthy, was sent back to her village. The rooster, who had seen everything, crowed a new song. Emma is back. The mud girl is home. The mother and Emily rushed outside, their eyes wide with shock. Emma, humbled and covered in dirt, finally understood. She had seen her own laziness reflected in the mud that clung to her. From that day on, she changed. She worked beside her sister, learning to find joy in a job well done. The two sisters worked together, their embroidery becoming known far and wide, not just for its beauty, but for the story of two girls who learned that a loving heart and a hardworking spirit are the greatest treasures of all.
Wonder murmur, the story departs, yet the whisper imparts.